welcome to another edition of On the Money, the Certified Financial Group, right here on News 96.5 WDBO, all a part of our Ask the Experts weekend. Joe Burt and Nancy Heck are live here in the studio. Good morning. Oh, press that button.
There we go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. How are you guys today?
We're doing great.
Good. All right. Kick it off. What are we going to talk about on the radio today?
Well, Nancy and I are here once again to answer any questions that might be on our listeners' minds regarding their decisions that they have to make on their personal finances. As we say, we go through life trying some of this, trying some of that, wake up at 55 years old and find we might be looking at a collection of financial accidents. We are here as your financial body shop. We'll get out the Bondo, fix up those dents and scrapes and scratches that you might have, and we, as I say, on Monday through Friday, Nancy and I and the other 10 certified financial planner professionals at CFG do this for a fee, but on Saturday morning we do it absolutely free. So if you have any questions regarding your personal finances, it's very simple to get a hold of us. We're going to talk about things that relate about stocks and bonds and mutual funds and IRAs, 401ks, long-term health care, annuities, life insurance, reverse mortgages, all that and more, the stuff that Nancy and I deal with all the time. So we are here this morning, and if you have an interest in seeing what it looks like behind the scenes, you can find us easily by going to Facebook in the search engine or up at the top. Just put in Certified Financial Group and it'll take you right into the studio. So we are live on Facebook this morning, so you can do that. So Nancy and I are here to take your questions, and the good news for you is the lines are absolutely wide open. You can be first in line with your question, and you can also text us. So what are those magic numbers there?
844-220-0965. Old familiar, 844-220-0965. 0965. We also have the text machine up and running as well at 21232. That is 21232. And today's topic, Nancy Heck, life happens, a true story. You can have a different outcome.
Yes, but before I get into that, anybody calls in, I want them to say yes or no. They know what Bondo is.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll bet you a lot of our listeners know what Bondo. Well,
we've had this conversation before. Right? Yes.
I know what it is, but
yeah.
But yeah, okay. Anyways, it's just not a product that
exists anymore.
I don't even know if it does. I don't know. Okay, Anyways, regardless, life happens. Yeah,
Larry Perry would know. Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay. So I have a client that recently retired after a long, illustrious career, bought their dream retirement home, started rehabbing it to get it cosmetically in the manner in which they wanted it to be.
Right.
In the middle of that, had to have hip replacement surgery. No big deal kind of surgery in today's world. 2 days home after surgery, eating lunch, aspirated their lunch, has been in a coma for 2 weeks.
Oh, my gosh.
Has one living relative, single person, though we discussed, as I do, and we all do with all of our clients, having the estate planning things, living will, durable power of attorney, Florida medical surrogates. This person was so excited about getting the house where they wanted and the no big deal for the hip surgery, nothing done.
Oh, wow.
So this person's sibling is trying to pay the bills with their own money, trying to get access to the bank accounts. Can they get access to the accounts I manage for them? And none of the stuff has been done yet.
Wow. Yep.
So, I mean, we talk about it because it is important. And I always say you never know what's going to happen when you're driving on the roads. Eating lunch.
Yep.
Happy, starting the life that they wanted into retirement, and a piece of food going the wrong way completely changed this person's outcome.
This must be the week for that, because I had the exact same circumstance, not similar. Client who was moving here from Mississippi, and we had talked about all the things you talked about. She says, "No, let me get that done when I come to Florida," which is appropriate, but she could have had it done when she was up there. This was for herself, because she has a husband in a nursing home, and her son called and said, "Mom's in a coma." And I could not, unfortunately, give him the information that he needed, because we're not permitted to do that, because we don't have the durable power of attorney or any trust documents in the file.
Yeah. I mean,
so you bring up a very good point, Nancy. We see it regularly. We encourage our clients to do it, and it's mañana, 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 and mañana comes. And
it does not matter how old you are. If you have a family, if you have nothing more than just a bank account that somebody may need to get access to help you when you cannot speak for yourself, you need to get this stuff done.
And don't put the kids' names on the bank account.
No, and that's another thing. I had a discussion with somebody else this week that they had the daughter joint on the accounts. And I explained, your husband who is having problems mentally because he's elderly could get into an accident and totally ruin your daughter's life. Or, your son-in-law could get into an accident and totally ruin your life.
Yep.
Having a child as a signer and then a payable on death on a bank account is perfectly fine, as long as they're not an owner.
And as long as they're responsible.
Well, you hope you hope they are.
Right.
But it's not financial planning, but it's the rest of your life. And Jody Murphy has been on a number of times, and their services are extremely reasonable, and they're really, really easy to work with. Living will, durable power of attorney, Florida medical surrogate, all important, and it's important to get done as you're getting all your other planning done.
What's Jody's contact?
You can reach her through our website. Financialgroup.com. Click on estate planning. You'll find all about her and her firm, and she just happens to be right across the parking lot from our office.
There you go.
From where she started several years ago, and her practice has grown so large she now has her own space. So you can find her through our website. That's financialgroup.com.
All right.
A couple of calls here, I see.
We do. The calls have come in at 844-220-0965. That's 844-220-0965. We also have our text line up and running as well. I see the first text in at 21232. But let's start off with Doug in Orlando. Doug, good morning. You're on with the Certified Financial Group.
Morning,
Hi, Doug.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
My question is, my son does work. He's 19. I'm looking to find, put him on a financial path. A good credit to start credit. Do I have him get a secured card, or have him be a signer on one of mine? What's the best route?
You can do either.
Yeah. What we did for our daughter was got a secured card. And it was just in her name, and then I was also a signer on the account, but she was the primary owner. I didn't want, as much as I love my kid, I didn't want her to be a signer on my credit card. So,
anything can happen on there and ruin your own.
You never know,
Sure,
but
sure.
yeah.
And tell him the most important thing that's going to affect his score is timely payments.
Yes.
So
we've been working on that with a gas card, and he's done pretty good with that. He's pretty good with his money, which is good. I wish his company had the ability to do a 401k at this point, but they have a age 21 restriction.
Well, he can do an IRA.
He can do a traditional IRA and put $5,500 per year into it until he reaches, for 2 more years.
Or if he's in a 10% tax bracket, consider a Roth.
Any particular way to go, or just give you guys a call during the week?
Well, you can go. He can get started right online, very, very low cost. Go to Fidelity.com or Vanguard.com. You can open up an IRA right online, simple, dimple, minimal fees. And at his age, just had him put in an index fund and don't look at it.
Well, thank you very much for the info, guys.
You're welcome. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, Doug.
Yeah, don't miss that left turn, Doug. Coming up in a half mile.
In 1 mile.
Yes. All right, Doug, thanks so much for the phone call. If you want Doug's line, it's 844-220-0965. Let's go to Dave in the Villages. Dave, good morning. You're on the Certified Financial Group.
Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
My wife and I own 25% of a corporation. And the corporation is a real estate company that owns one building. So they've sold the building. So our disbursement, and they're going to cancel the corporation, is about $400,000.
Okay.
What's the tax on that, and is there any way I can reduce the tax on that?
Well, the tax on it is going to be capital gains.
Yes. Do you happen to know what your basis in the property is?
Well, how much did you invest in the corporation?
What you put in, and your 25% of any improvements.
Well,
material
actually not. It's a corporation.
0%. 0% we put into the corporation. It was a gift.
Oh, okay.
So wait, well, it was a gift. Okay, well, that's okay.
Yes.
So what was the value of the gift when it was given to you?
About the same amount, about $400,000. 25% of the corporation. Yeah.
But then your capital gains tax is going to be 0.
If in fact it was given to you, that's now whoever gave you the gift should have filed a gift tax return. Hopefully they did that.
They haven't done that yet, but they haven't done their taxes for 2017 yet either.
Okay.
So that's
okay. All right. Yeah.
So all this was done within the within this last year.
Oh, it's been within the past 4 months.
Okay.
The gift has happened, and the corporation has sold everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. As long as you have documentation for the basis of the gift being $400, and that is your 25% sales proceeds, you're going to have zero taxes on that.
That's fantastic news. Thank you so much.
There's no appreciation.
Yeah, because you actually own stock. It was gifted. It was gifted to you.
The stock was gifted.
No, wait, let me back up here. Hold it. Thinking this, you have just taken over their cost basis. Now that I'm thinking this through, you have taken over their cost basis. So whatever they put into whatever they invested in that particular corporation, you will take over their cost basis and pay tax on that gain. Yes.
They got the stock as a gift. Believe it or not, back in 1927.
Wow.
Chances are you're going to have to pay. Sounds to me like you've got taxes on $400,000 worth of gain.
What I would be doing is hiring a tax attorney.
Yeah.
Or a qualified CPA that has knowledge of this type of transaction, just to make sure that you cross your T's and dot your I's.
Yeah, and what I'm concerned about is whether it's going to be short-term gain or long-term gain, because it'll be taxed differently. You want to hopefully long-term gains be taxed at a maximum of 20%. Short-term gains will be taxed at ordinary income, which might kill you. You better get with your CPA and see if you can zero back and find out what the original cost basis on all these transactions were.
Well, thank you very much for your help.
Okay,
Sure.
Sorry we couldn't be more specific, but you've got a nice situation.
There's so many ifs, ands, and buts there. Yeah.
It sounds like he's in a good position, though.
Yeah, well, won the lottery there.
Yeah, exactly. All righty, Dave in the Villagers, thanks so much. If you want Dave's line, it's 844-220-0965. That is 844-220-0965. We also have the text machine up and running as well at 21232. And not only do we do the radio show here on 96.5 every Saturday morning at 9 a.m., the Certified Financial Group also offers workshops.
We do.
Yes,
What kind of
we
workshops we got coming
And
up
the next
here?
one is filled. That's Gary's Medicare.
Okay, so we won't even talk about it.
Right. What's the
Okay,
next one there,
actually,
Nancy?
we will talk
tell
about
everybody
it.
what
We will
you're
talk
missing
about it
because
for
they
a
didn't do it.
moment
Yeah.
because healthcare options in retirement, the next one is scheduled for Saturday, November 3rd from 9 to 11. All of these are from 9 to 11 in our offices in Altamont. On Saturday, September 8th, Financial Basics, Life Strategies for Success. And then on October 6th, Countdown to Retirement. And December 1st, Will Your Savings Last a Lifetime? If you go to our website, financialgroup.com, there's a workshop tab. You click on that, pick the workshop that you want, make your reservation. Once again, the one that's coming up on the 25th, Healthcare Options in Retirement, is full, but you can reserve for November 3rd.
Yeah, that's a real popular one for those folks that are at or near 65 and get all that stuff in the mailbox about Medicare, all the decisions they have to make. Gary is very, very well versed in that, and that one fills up quickly. So if you want to get on the November calendar, as Nancy said, go to our website, financialgroup.com.
All right, just like that. And if you want to dial the show, it's 844-220-0965. We will continue to plan tomorrow
Today
with the Certified Financial Group right here on News 96.5 WDBO. 4 minutes to the bottom of the hour. We got the latest news, weather, and traffic with Dave Wall in the News 96.5 newsroom. But right now we are back with On the Money with the Certified Financial Group. Taking your phone calls at 844-220-0965. That is 844-220-0965. Along with the text machine, who's up and running as well, 21232. Joe Burt and Nancy Heck are live here in the studio, and you can hear their voices on 96.5. But how do I see you, Joe?
Well, we have new state-of-the-art technology here with Facebook Live. And all you have to do is go to your Facebook page and the search engine up at the top, type in Certified Financial Group, and up we will pop. You'll see Nancy and me here behind the microphones, and you can... And for those listeners that tried, we've been doing this for, 3 or 4 weeks now, Donnie? And when we started, it was kind of touch and go. We're learning the ropes, and we had a little difficulty with the audio. So if you tried in the past, the audio wasn't good. I think we have the audio knocked. And if we don't, let us know.
There you go.
So go to Facebook Live and type in Certified Financial Group, and you can even ask some questions through there.
You can ask questions in the comments. We'll pull them up and read just
but
like
better
the
yet,
text
call
machine.
us. How do they do that?
Just like Chris and Coco has done. Chris, go ahead. You're on with the Certified Financial Group.
Morning, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Good morning. Yeah, I got a question about durable power of attorney.
Well, let us preface all this by saying that Nancy and I are not attorneys. We don't provide legal advice, but we've had enough experience with it. But you probably need to see an attorney. But we'll give you what we know.
Yeah. So what's your question, Chris?
Well, I had a durable power of attorney with my mother on the thing, and I went back to school and came back, and she had gone and got my van and sold it, and then I found out she had sold my house too.
Yep, that can happen.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, and that is when you're giving somebody that power of attorney. That's exactly what happens. It's a very powerful document. So what we recommend, is that your attorney keep it.
Yeah.
And you hang on to it and give it to the appropriate person at the appropriate time. Or, as you know, you had a problem there with your mom. You trusted her. She sold your house and your van. I'm not laughing, but I am laughing. That's kind of a sad story. What do you think, Nancy?
Well, and I totally agree. I mean, kudos to you for getting your life in order, Chris. But, yeah, sometimes the family we're born with versus the family we pick is not the best choice.
Two different things.
Yeah, and your only recourse now is to sue your mom. But whoever you name next, as Joe said, keep the papers with the attorney in your own lockbox, safe deposit box, whatever. Let them know that you've named them, but do not give them copies of the papers. They should know how to get to them or how to contact the attorney. God forbid it's necessary for them to use it, but yes, do not give them a copy.
And what you don't want to do is put it in a safety deposit box where only you have access to it.
Well, exactly. Yeah. No, you need to give them a card for your attorney.
Sorry for your misfortune there, Chris, but that does happen.
Wow.
And he brings up a very good point. It's designed to give somebody the right to make decisions for you. And that's what
yes. Yep. All right. Well, Chris, thanks so much for the phone call. If you want Chris's line, it's 844-220-0965. That is 844-220-0965. We also have the text machine up and running as well, 21232. We'll get to that text question right after they get the latest news, weather, and traffic when we continue to play it tomorrow.
Today.
With the Certified Financial Group right here on News 96.5 WDBO.
8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're going to rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad
Can't wait for that hook there, Jill. All right, welcome back to Certified Financial Group's On the Money here on News 96.5 WDBO. It's all part of our Ask the Experts weekend. The Oracle of Orlando. Joe Bird is here alongside Nancy Heck, taking your phone calls at 844-220-0965. That is 844-220-0965. Joe, what can they call you about today?
Well, Nancy and I are here to talk about anything that's on your mind regarding your personal finances. As we say, Nancy and I do this with the 10 other certified financial planner professionals at CFG for a fee on Monday through Friday. But on Saturday morning, we are absolutely free. So if you have any questions that are on your mind regarding stocks, bonds, mutual funds, your IRA, a 401k, long-term health care, annuities, life insurance, reverse mortgages, all that and more. And the good news for you, there's a couple of lines open. We have a couple of callers standing by. We'll get to you in just a moment. But all you have to do is pick up the phone and dial these magic numbers.
844-220-0965. That is 844-220-0965. But how can they see that cool blue shirt you're wearing today, Joe?
Well, all you have to do is go to Facebook, your Facebook page, go in the search engine and go to Certified Financial Group, and you'll see Nancy and me right here behind the magic microphones here at WDBO Studios. How we do it. And you can peer in our studio and get I'm amazed at the quality of the video that comes through on this. The technology just blows my mind of how good that video is. So if you want to see us, all you have to do is go to your Facebook page, click in Certified Financial Group, and we are here, and I'll be glad to wave at you.
HD is an amazing thing, isn't it?
Why are you amazed? You hired a decent person.
Well, I know, but no, it's a quality of the technology today. How it's I mean, it's still for me it still blows my mind that you could have a phone in your hand.
That's why he's so blown away.
Because last week he was using a Sylvania Blue Dot.
Right.
Well,
if you know what that is, if you know what Bondo is, you know what a Sylvania Blue Dot is.
Stations, yeah.
That you hold a phone in your hand and talk and see to anybody anywhere in the world. Now just think about that.
Yeah.
Where's it going to be in 10, 15, 20, 50 years, my friend?
No, we've pretty much hit it. This is going to slowly go from here on out.
That's what they
I agree with Kyle.
No. I'm
How much more do you want to see?
Not that I want to see it, but I mean, it's happening. It's
okay.
All right. Technology. All right, here we are.
Our people
this radio thing is going to take off, man.
Our people have been hanging on for a long time, so can we talk to them?
We'll go to Vaughn in Orlando. Vaughn, kicking us off this hour. Go ahead, Vaughn.
What's up, Vaughn?
Hi, Vaughn. Hello.
Vaughn, are you there, Vaughn?
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good morning.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
I've got a question. My father recently passed away about 4 or 5 months ago, and he was 82 years old. An awesome life. And my half brother, not by blood, but just my mom was dad were married before. Anyway, he was staying there the last couple, 2, 3 years, and we weren't really on good terms. And unbeknownst to me, he was basically. After my mom passed away, I mean, it was pretty much set in, pretty much agreed that the will, and because I was their only son, so everything was pretty much going to me. And then, of course, my half brother, I was going to let him stay in my dad's house, and because he was already dealing with some bad health issues, and he was not in good health, and who knows what was going to happen. So anyway, I'll cut to the chase. My dad passes away. He has a will. Somehow. My half-brother, because he hated me so much, he convinced my dad to basically, make my half-brother that was, terminally ill, put him in charge of everything, like the will, make him personal representative, the whole 9 yards, and as the way it split up was, my half-brother was supposed to get 75%, and then I was supposed to get, the split 25%.
Well, let me stop you there. Hold it. Let me stop you there. You said 75 to you and him 25. Was that ever put in writing?
He said
whatever
no,
it was.
75.
Was
75 to him, 25 to me.
Was that any of that ever put in writing?
Yeah, he had somebody else, he had like a lawyer friend for years that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not the main thing. Well, it gets interesting. Okay. I've probably never heard something like this before. This kind of crazy.
I bet you I have.
Anyway, so I never questioned the will because I was just that's what my mom and dad told me, 4 or 5 years ago. So I just let it be, And I didn't know. I always never really wanted to talk about like the will and death and all that. I just I don't want to consider or even think of it and not being there,
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really ever push it, And I'm now looking later. Like I definitely should have, and I recommend that to everybody. Make sure that you have parents or something like that. Make sure the concurrent will. Make sure you have a copy of it. Make sure everything exactly what it is. And so my dad passes away in May, and after all said and done, my dad passed away, and then I get this will thrown at me. I'm like, what is all this? And then it was worded like for my brother to sell everything, and then just divide. I get 25% of whatever's left over or whatever. And so my dad had a celebration of life for him, and it was like a week later or a week and a half later. And then I even saw my brother. He was actually in the hospital at the time. And I was like, hey, Dad's celebration of life, are you going to be able to get out of the hospital in time? He's like, no, I don't think so. And as I'm talking to him, the doctors walk in, and everybody's like giving him the, hey, get your affairs in order because, you got limited time. So then I look right at him and I'm like, hey, man, well, I mean, obviously you're not going to be around much longer. Can we at least get something in writing says that I can at least take over Dad's affairs and all that? And he's like, nope. So this guy shot me down. He ends up dying 2 days later.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. So then he dies 2 days. He dies 2 days later. Now the third person, I'm sure you guys know when you do a will, you have personal representative, then you have like the backup person.
Right.
Well, the backup person is my dad's like lifelong friend from back in the military, and he had Agent Orange coming back from the service, so he's been struggling with health issues.
Right.
And after my dad passed away, immediately I called him because I've only talked to the guy maybe 2 or 3 times maybe.
Right.
And so he doesn't really know me that well. And I couldn't get a hold of this guy. But most of my brothers did. Now I'm like, okay, well, this guy's basically in charge of everything now. So I finally had to look him up. I go to his house. His wife slammed the door in my face. Because we didn't talk to you, we'll call you. I go, what the hell does that mean?
I go, and he left a letter in their mailbox and explaining everything, and that, you know, that he can't just ignore me. I have to know what's going on. And so I hired an attorney, and basically he's like, well, you know, let's see what this guy does. Let's give him a couple of weeks, see if this guy, you know, reacts to everything and realizes, okay, look, okay, I do have responsibilities. I have to. He doesn't even practice law anymore. He's up in his years too. And so this guy's been totally unreachable. I finally got a lawyer. They've been trying to serve him for like the last 2 weeks now, and he's still unavailable. So my question is how? And now I'm beginning. I know my lawyer's a good lawyer, and he's very articulate. He knows his thing, but I don't really think like probate law is his specialty, maybe, because it shouldn't take 3 months. I mean, to make, because now I've already made 2 mortgage payments. I mean, I'm shelling out cash left and right to cover my dad's affairs, and he's got a substantial amount of money in the bank, and then he's got a few life insurance policies, and so now I'm basically a deadlock right now until I have the court make me the executive or personal representative, or however they do it.
And you're going to have to do that. And if you're looking at hiring a new attorney, I had mentioned earlier in the show Murphy and Berglund. If you want to go to our website, financialgroup.com, and look up their contact information, you have to get somebody who is up with current law and somebody who is definitely going to be on your side and advocate for you, and work in a swift manner to get this stuff done.
Yeah, this has been going on for that was back in May.
Yeah,
so here we are.
I'm really sorry for what you're going through, Vaughn.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, this is like something crazy. Like another friend of mine, he doesn't practice law here in the state anymore, and I went over right to call them right away after everything started unfolding. He's like, "Whoa!" He goes, "Yeah, you definitely need to get change administration like immediately."
Yeah. So
I'm still having a hard time getting that done. I don't know how long does that normally take. I mean, what do I do at this stage? Do I go to the courthouse and tell them?
You don't do anything.
No,
as Nancy said, you need to get an estate planning attorney that's versed in this stuff, because things happen very quickly. It's been 3 months, 90 days. A lot of stuff can happen to those funds,
right? And
you may find an empty basket. So first thing Monday morning, or go to our website right now. Go to financialgroup.com, click on estate planners, and go to the Murphy and Berglund site, and tell them you heard about it on the radio show, and they'll direct you.
One thing I want to add is you had mentioned that there was life insurance policies and things like that. If you want some help at least gathering the paperwork for when you can apply for the benefits, give me a call. Our number is 407-869-9800, or you can contact me, Nancy, Nancy, at financialgroup.com. I'd be happy to help you gather the appropriate documents to be able to apply for the life insurance.
One silver lining in this, if there are beneficiaries named on the life insurance, so regardless of what the will says, regardless of what any trust says, those proceeds will be made payable to the beneficiaries. Now, if your half brother changed the beneficiaries, that's a whole other issue. So yep. So you need to get a handle on this ASAP, and I'm sorry for your mess there, but you need to get good legal help going on that. Yeah. Thanks for the call, Vaughn.
Yes, thanks so much, Vaughn. If you want Vaughn's line, it's 844-220-0965. That is 844-220-0965. Let's go to Deborah in Windermere. Deborah, you're on with the Certified Financial Group.
Deborah, good morning.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi, good morning. I don't know if you can help me with this answer to my question, but I'll give it a try.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm 65 years old, divorced. For a lot of bad reasons, I've never saved for retirement. But in the past year and a half, I've saved $50,000 in my work 401k as well as a Roth account. I don't have any debt, no car payment, no credit card, but I do have a mortgage. And it's $1,300 a month. How long do you think I'm going to have to work to save money before I can retire? I'm not collecting Social Security yet. I love my job. I do well at it. It's sales. But how much money am I going to have in the bank before I can retire these things?
Well, Deborah, it's a very common question, and there's not a simple answer. We have some pretty clear cut and easy to use data gathering information. A big answer to the question is a function of how you're living your life. And we have a pretty extensive expense summary, trying to encompass everything possible, such as getting your hair done and pet care and charitable donations, the kind of things you don't think about. So if you want to get that type of information and have a little bit of planning done, so we can definitely answer your question for you in an appropriate manner, please feel free to contact us.
Do you think it's too late for me?
I don't.
But you have a challenge,
You're
Deborah.
65, yeah. I mean, it's not going to, as Joe says, you have a challenge. 65, but chances are good you could live, to 90 or even beyond that. So you got a lot of years. You got a lot of years ahead of you.
And the good news for you is you like what you're doing. So
I do.
So here's what you want to delay Social Security for up till age 70 because it increases at 8% per year. So don't take your Social Security.
I won't.
Maximize your contribution to your 401k. At your age, you can put $24,500 into that. And if you get a match, so much the better. And then if you could save on the outside, here's a rule of thumb that we use in the business. And I'm going to preface this by saying it's a rule of thumb. For every dollar that you want to spend in retirement, you need to have $25 saved or invested. So if you want $10,000 to spend, you need $250,000. 4% of $250,000. Yes, ma'am.
But don't let it overwhelm you. Let's get some.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I did fail to mention that I do have a little bit of my ex-husband's retirement of about $400 a month.
Oh, good.
Well, that's nice.
That helps.
That's nice. Yeah.
That helps.
Yep. That does.
And you may be able to collect on your husband's Social Security. So.
Yeah, we were married 25 years.
Okay.
Yes. So, you're the same age.
He's a little bit older, a couple of years older. He is retired.
And he's already. There may be an opportunity for you to get some of his. You're not taking it from him, but collect the benefit. And then have your benefit grow to age 70. So give us a call. These are the kinds of things that need to be looked at.
We can look at for you.
I think so. Okay, so I can call and make an appointment.
Yep.
Do I have to come in, or can we do this over the phone?
Well, I mean, we can through encrypted email, get paperwork back and forth. I have done phone appointments with people, as I'm sure all the other planners have. So.
Okay. All right. I will give you a call this week. Thank you so much. Maybe there's life after.
Well, listen, the good news is you're still healthy. The other good news is you like your job. And so those two combinations, you got two legs of the stool going. You need one more, and that's time. Yep.
All right, Deborah, thanks so much for the phone call. If you want Deborah's line, it's 844-220-0965. That's 844-220-0965. We are planning tomorrow
today
with a certified financial group. Time to get the 3 big things you need to know. Now, segment of On the Money with a certified financial group here on News 96.5 WDBO. It is the last chance to get your question answered by Joe Bird and Nancy Heck from a certified financial group. Before we get back to our questions here, Nancy, I think you had a follow-up comment.
Yeah, for Deborah, one option to lessen the burden of cash flow potentially could be a reverse mortgage. So, which is something that can be explored more in depth.
Want to get to a quick text question? Are there?
The IRAs in our contingency.
Okay.
And I wanted to know if there's a way that I could bypass taking that money and passing it to my kids so they have tax-free income or savings, I should say.
Your mom's still living?
Yes, she is.
Well, all she has to do is change the beneficiaries. Make the children the primary beneficiaries.
Oh, okay.
So
that's all needs to be done.
With non-spousal beneficiaries, they have to take required minimum distributions annually based on their own age. But yeah, beneficiary designations are discretionary. She can change it.
Okay, I didn't even think about that. I had heard that you don't have to take it. That's why I asked the question. But you made a much easier solution. I'll just get her to change it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's why Nancy and I are here every Saturday morning to answer those kinds of questions. We appreciate the call.
Sometimes they are easy.
All right, let's see if Andy in Ormond Beach has an easy question. Andy, go ahead. You're on the Certified Financial Group.
Hi, Andy.
Good morning.
Good morning, you guys.
What's up?
I've been enjoying your show for years.
Thank you.
And I retired about a year ago, and I'm 58. My wife is 3 years younger than me, and she's jealous, and she wants to retire, and she's really not enjoying her job, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So the biggest nut to crack that I can identify is, because we've been super savers since we were married back in '94, and health insurance until we reach Medicaid age.
Yep. Medicare.
Yeah.
Yep.
So can you steer me towards some, at least some areas to do research? Because I'm suspecting that it's going to be in excess of $1,200 a month for a family of three.
If you can do it for that, I think you're lucky.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my God, are you serious?
No, I'm serious. I've seen it for $1,000 per person.
I will just tell you from ourselves.
Yeah.
By foregoing.
Well, group is hard to do, right?
Well, we're individual, and by foregoing one of the large hospitals, we have gotten our premiums down to $2,700 a month versus $4,000.
Mm-hmm.
So
per person.
For our family, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, there aren't a lot of options
right now.
Are you covered right now under your wife's group insurance?
Correct, yeah. She works for a large company in retail, and every open enrollment, we keep picking the plan where the premium is, the least disgusting.
Yeah, I understand.
And it's affordable, like $200 a paycheck, right?
Yeah. I would want to look at what is the COBRA. The COBRA may be more palatable initially and give you time to shop and maybe for the laws to change.
Well, if my wife retires and we suddenly have no income, could we qualify for the Obamacare stuff?
Yes, you can get subsidies. That's correct, because it's a function of income, not a function of assets. You could have $1 billion and have no or virtually little income and still get the subsidy.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition. We are out of time. Thanks so much, Andy, for the phone call. And we'll be back here next week, Saturday, 9 a.m., continuing to plan tomorrow.
Today.
With the Certified Financial Group right here on News 96.5 WDBO. But we do not guarantee its accuracy, and it should not be regarded as a complete analysis of the subjects discussed. Discussions and answers to questions do not involve the rendering of personalized investment advice, but is limited to the dissemination of general information. A professional advisor should be consulted before implementing any of the options presented. Certified Advisory Corp is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC and only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements.